Good afternoon, super friends, and welcome to the Monday, October 20th edition of the Sacred News and Weather. I'm delighted to have you here. Today, I think for the first time, I'm coming to you from my office space. Usually, when I record videos, I record from my home office, but I'm going on a little field trip with the kindergarten class this afternoon, so I figured I would get this message in early. And I don't know if I'm going to post it early. We'll just see how much time I have left after I record. But I wanted to make sure that I got a message in today. So here I am. This is my office space. Should you ever choose to work with me one-on-one in person, you will likely find me here. I also do host Zoom classes and things here as well. But this is my little home away from home when I can't seem to escape the dishes and the laundry and all the workaday life things. I created this little space so that I could get away and leave that there and I could do some work. So here I am. Thank you for being with me. There may be a little traffic noise that you're hearing. We'll see how it goes, but hopefully you'll bear with me. All right. And I'll just give you my little preamble. These messages are timeless. So whether you're tuning in on October 20th or in that time frame around, or you're coming to me a week, a month, a year, several years from now, know that if you're tuning in, you're likely tuning in for a reason, and there's probably going to be something here for you. If, however, you're tuning in and you are not finding yourself here, don't worry about it and don't make yourself try to fit. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind, and go and find another message. Scroll below or wait for something new to come. Not every message is for every person, and I am not for everyone either. So if you are here, I'm delighted to have you. I thank you for being here. Please know that when you watch these videos, it is another way of me being able to pick up on your energy so that I can deliver a message that is more directed, more specific toward you and your unique needs. I pick up on multiple different threads of energy from various people who are tuning into this collective. And so if you don't see yourself here, know that you will likely see yourself here at some point as long as you're tuning in. And I think that's what I have. And so I'm I'm about ready to close my eyes. You might have just heard Chia. There's another practitioner across the hall, and she just had a client enter, which makes Chia very protective of her little dog bed, which is right here at my feet. All right. So for real now, I'm going to close my eyes and I'm just going to tune into the energy of our collective. Now, the first thing that I heard this morning when I meditated on our community was that which is concealed will be revealed. That which is concealed will be revealed. And so the first place I went to with that is, oh, is there a secret, or is there a shadow, or is there something that is being hidden from us that is ready to be revealed? And my first instinct was to go to, which is just telling about where I am in my own life, was like, oh, what is being kept from me? And I just got a nudge, and we are going to explore that thread of energy. But I wanted to let you know that as I was sort of investigating that, like what's being kept secret, what's being held back, I got a little tap, tap, tap on the shoulder from Spirit, just reminding me that not everything that is in shadow is negative. So I'm bringing that forward now because when people hear what is concealed is being revealed, and it happened in me too, so I'm calling my own self out here. It's like, oh, like what is being kept secret, what is being hidden, and it felt a little bit sticky or negative. And I got that immediate tap from Spirit that was like, not everything that is hidden is negative or bad or shadowy. It's just unknown. And Spirit further expanded that feeling by just letting me know, like kind of showing me my whole life's trajectory, in that my deepest magic, that my deepest gifts have really only recently, like in the last several years, and I just turned 51, only really in the last several years have they really come forward and revealed themselves. And so I feel like I just want to presence that right here at the very beginning of this message, is that not everything that is being hidden or that hasn't been revealed yet is sticky or scary or negative. For some of us, and in fact, it feels like for most of us, even though there are some stickier threads, for some of us and for most of us, it feels like that which is being hidden from us now is actually directly related to a beautiful gift, a beautiful way of connecting with yourself, with connecting with your own magic. It's like almost like what is being concealed, whether it's another person concealing it from you or more likely you concealing it from yourself. It is very likely a big and beautiful gift. And what I'm hearing now as I'm saying it is like even the stickier, shadowy stuff, as it is revealed, whether, regardless of how it makes you feel or whether or not you judge it as good or bad or ugly, it's still going to be a gift because when we are kept in the dark and we are brought into knowing, that coming into knowing is for us so that we can make our next enlightened, embodied decision so that we can move forward with more knowledge, so that we can move forward with more clarity and make the next right choice based on what has now been revealed. I'm seeing two cards coming forward in my being. I did not draw any cards for the collective. And the two cards that are coming forward is death, the death card, which is death and rebirth. And I feel like I talked a lot about that last week because in on the anniversary of my solar return on my birthday, I was sharing that some people are like, woohoo, it's my birthday, and it's a big celebration. And for me, it's like I'm dying and I'm being reborn. And what am I bringing with me and what am I leaving behind? And I feel like the death card is coming forward just to remind us all that as this new piece of knowledge, as this new piece of magic, as this new piece of information is being revealed to you, it is going to cause change. Some old version of you is going to die off so that the next version of you can be reborn. And this is not necessarily a bad thing. It's like that tower card that I saw last week, which I'm not seeing now. That's not the second card that I'm seeing. The tower card, when people see that card, they're like, "Oh shit, everything's going to crumble." But when I see that card, to me, it usually means that it's almost always a good crumble. It's almost always a good form of destruction, a needed form of destruction. Something definitely needed to come down so that the new structure can be formed. And that's what this death and rebirth card feels like to me now as it's coming forward. It feels like as this piece of information, as this truth is being revealed, whether it's a truth coming at you from the outside, and I'm going to put a pin on that because I want to speak to that in a moment, or whether it's a truth, an inner truth that's being revealed to you, like an opening in your heart or an opening of your third eye, or just an opening in your system in general for a new truth to come through, for a new truth to emerge, whether it's an external source of information or an inner knowingness that's coming through, it is going to cause change. And so, again, when I see that death card, I am not somebody who panics at the death card. I'm also somebody who really kind of likes change, as icky sticky as it can be sometimes. It almost always leads to a better place, a better version, a more open, spacious version. Like usually when something is dying off, it's dying off for a reason, and it is for this new version of ourselves to be born. So please know that the death card coming forward in this concealed and revealed place is actually feels like a positive thing. It feels like positive information, positive knowingness is coming through on the heels of some old form, old belief system, old structure dying off. The second card that I'm seeing is actually the most beautiful card in the deck, which is the sun. The sun is divine masculine energy. It is that light of unification, that light shining on all spaces and places, bringing clarity, bringing warmth, bringing unity to your families, to your communities, to your home life, to your work life, wherever more clarity is needed. It's a really beautiful card. And the way I'm seeing it here is, again, that revelation, that clarity. And I want to give the caveat that clarity, like where I'm saying this is the best card in the deck. This is like the shiniest, most beautiful card in the deck. It also comes with a I don't want to say warning because there's no negative spin on this. It's just going to bring clarity to something that may be uncomfortable. So I'm just bringing everything into balance here. It's like, yes, it's the brightest star. It's not the star, but it's the brightest, no, maybe. It's the brightest card, the most beautiful card there is. And also the clarity that it brings can be a little bit uncomfortable. So even though it's a good uncomfortable, and I want to just state that again, it's a good uncomfortable. My office is attached to a daycare building, so I think you might be hearing little people voices, which warms my soul. I hope if you're hearing it, that it warms yours too. Mm. But so I'm not warning you. I'm just saying there's that feeling of the death card feels negative, but it actually is positive, and the sun card is very positive, but it does come, it can come with some stickiness. And that feels like that duality of shadow and light. And I've said here before, and I will say it ad infinitum, I believe that here in our human forms, they try to teach us that it's black and white, it's shadow and light, it's short and tall, it's one or the other, but that our humanness, just the fact that we are in these human forms, we are all of these things all at once. And we're always, rather than operating as like we are one or the other, we are always on a spectrum. We're always operating within the degree of shadow and light. It's never one or the other. And so I feel like the death card and the sun coming up together around concealment and revealment is just a reminder that no matter what is coming forward for you now, it's on that spectrum, and it is your perspective. It is the way that you choose to embody the information that will make it feel one way or another. It's that judgment piece. Like we judge it thus and so. We judge I'm more in shadow or more in light as good or bad. Spirit is not judging it. It's our humanity that's judging our own human experience and putting us on the perspective or on the scale. So just remember, you get to choose how you feel about what it is that's revealed. Now, in putting the pin in what I said was coming at you externally, I just want to remind you that we are in a state of the world where we are being bombarded by the truth from all sorts of unreliable sources. And my work in the world, the reason I'm sitting here with my eyes closed, waving my hands at you and talking perhaps nonsense. I know it's not nonsense, but sometimes I'm like, I don't even know what I'm saying. The reason why I'm doing this is because I am trying to deeply connect you with your own truthometer, with your own intuition, with your own connectivity, with your internal knowingness, your gut feeling, your sentient awareness in connectivity with something larger than yourself, whatever your words are for that: spirit, universe, source, God, divine, Jesus, Allah. I don't care who your gods and goddesses are, so much as I care deeply that you are able to connect and really embody and discern the truth for yourself and really learn what the truth feels like in your system. Whether it's an internal truth, meaning a truth that lies beyond your wounds and your ancestral wounding and your storylines and your cultural program. So whether we're getting at your own innate truth or the truth of something coming at you from news sources, social media, your mother, your Uncle Joe, your best friends, like I want you to really learn to listen to yourself in connection with the highest version of yourself so that you can truly understand your own truth. That which is concealed will be revealed. It feels like no matter where you are in your life and no matter what the circumstances are, no matter what truth is being revealed to you, whether an internal truth or something coming at you, it actually is in service of your highest unfolding. I'm going to be quiet for a moment. And I'm being quiet because I feel like I'm picking up on like maybe specific threads of energy that this is related to. Um, and I don't know if it's worthwhile to bring them forward or if I should just leave them because it feels like very specific storylines. All right, I'm just going to share them because they're here. So I might as well say it just the way when I'm one-on-one with somebody and something weird comes through, I've learned to say it because sometimes that weird thing that's weird to me is not at all weird to the person out there. Maybe this will be the thing that helps you know that you're on the right track. So the first piece that's coming through, the truth that's going to be revealed is there's a family story, there's a family myth, is what I'm hearing. Some long held family belief that is coming forward this week in your it's or it either has come forward or it's about to come forward, where a storyline that you held for most of your life, if not your entire life, whether it was a story about a relative or a story about an ancestor or a story about you, some story that defined some way of being about you is about to be like debunked as false. And I'm going to see if I can get a little bit more about it. What I'm getting is I'm getting this very, I don't want to call it anxious, but I'm feeling this very like buzzy feeling in my chest, like someone is going to get a piece of information that turns them on their head because their whole belief system about who they were is about to be just disintegrated. There's the death card again, and there's also a tower here as well. And I just want to share with you that that moment or that feeling of shock, when it wears off, the light that I'm seeing, the path that it reveals for you is going to be so much more expansive than the very narrow box that you had yourself in all this time. Maybe you didn't even realize, and that's what it feels like here. You might not have even realized that you had yourself in this box, but there's something that is about to be revealed to you about your family story, about your own personal story within your family that is going to be debunked, and it's going to shake you. And then the next thing that I'm seeing is almost like a yellow brick road. Like the path forward is going to be opened and illuminated, and it's like you were on this other path, you were in this other belief system about who you were, and with the presence of this new storyline, with the debunking of this myth, it's like that whole story, like almost like your whole past is like, that's not even who I was. And there's this grand moment of, oh shit, now what? But when I tell you the now what is going to be the most beautiful unfolding of who you were meant to be, you won't recognize yourself a year from now, and it's a good thing. You are going to be infinitely more comfortable, infinitely more stable, infinitely more connected with the truth of who you are. It has the feel of, and this may not be the exact circumstances, but it has the feel of, oh, by the way, you were adopted, or no, that didn't happen to you, that happened to Susan, or it's like it's something, some belief that had been like driving the bus, had been running you, that is going to be debunked. So that's one thread of energy that's coming forward. There was another one too. Yeah, and The other one that's coming through feels a little bit like a worthiness storyline, a storyline about or around like being unlovable, being unloved, therefore I am unlovable. And it's that that feeling, whether it's been conscious or not, whether it's been a big feeling that has been running your system or just a small little wheel. Like I dealt with that in therapy. Oh no, I don't actually believe that. I talked about that and I have a new narrative, but the old narrative has still been like running in the background and sort of running the show. And it might even be just tuning into this message that is the recognition of, oh yeah, that thing that I thought that I had dealt with, I have not dealt with at all, and it's actually been quietly running the show for most of my adult life, and now I'm actually going to go and deal with it. For some of you are going to choose to go into some form, some healing modality like this week, whether it's from this message or not. Some of you are going to choose a new healing modality, a new way of what I'm seeing is like if I were to do energy work on this, the feeling would be that I would be reaching into your system and pulling out like, and I've done energy work like this before on groups and people, but like pulling out almost like the old vascular system, like I'm ripping out the heart and all of the blood vessels, like I'm ripping out the old vascular system, which has been like supplanted over the core vascular system so that this myth has been running the show and pumping your blood and moving through your body. And instead, when I pull that old one away, when I pull the one that you've like piled on and created around your wounding, and we get to like the core, the truth of who you are, this new vascular system is so much more robust. It's so much more able to pump vitality and love and expansiveness through your system. And it's like you didn't realize it, but you just, instead of getting rid of that old storyline, you just like built this new structure around it. But at the core, you didn't actually change the story. You just had this whole elaborate new structure. And so we want to pull out the elaborate new structure and get to the core and bring healing light into the core so that this new vascular system, which is actually the oldest vascular system, the truth of who you are, so that it can pump your true vitality all the way through you. There was a car horn like that punctuated my sentence perfectly. And that might actually be the punctuation on the end of this message. So I'm gonna leave that. I did write down because I feel like the I looked up this morning the quote, what is concealed is longing to be revealed, that which is concealed will be revealed. Like I, as that was running through, I was like, that's from the book that I knew it was from Luke. And so I looked up this morning the actual biblical quote, and I just am going to give that to you. And again, I do not necessarily identify as Christian. I'm sort of a mystic in all realms, bringing Jewish traditions and Christian traditions and energetic traditions. I'm sort of bringing it all together to show you that it's all the same. So I'm bringing this verse forward because it came forward, and so I'm just going to share it with you. But I don't want you to feel like, oh, she's Christian, so I can't listen to her. You can take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So from Luke, nothing is hidden that will not be revealed, nor concealed that will not be known. And and that's the direct quote. And again, it's not to threaten you. It's not to make you look over your shoulder and feel like a big, deep, horrific truth is about to reveal that's going to change your life. It's it can be a truth of delight as well. It can be something perfectly, beautifully delightful, but it is going to transform you. And I invite you to, rather than look over your shoulder in fear, like kind of surrender and say, okay, what's coming? Bring it to me. Because when you can receive it from this place, when you can receive it trusting that that old vascular system is going to be pulled away so that this new vitality can emerge in your system, it's going to be infinitely more beautiful, perhaps infinitely faster. All right. that is what I have for you. I'm going to invite you to please, oh, please, oh, please like and share and subscribe. Tell your friends about what I'm doing here. I would love to have this channel grow and grow and grow. Also, no one has commented below that they would like a one-on-one session with me. And I'm going to say it again. Maybe you're just not getting to the end of these messages, so that you don't even know it's available to you. I'm happy to take back my hour and a half of time plus my week of text voice support following. I'm really wanting to offer someone the chance to heal, someone who may not have the money to spend on themselves right now because of the state of our economy. Please don't be shy. I delight in healing. I delight in this work. It's like my favorite thing to do for real. So please, oh please, oh please, just comment below. Hey, I'm interested. Please, I'd like to come in for the one-on-one session. I would love to have you. And I just had the thought, wait, maybe you're worried about what secrets I'm going to reveal or your system is going to reveal to me. Um, there is nothing in this world that will surprise me. I've seen a lot in this world as a critical care nurse, and I've seen a lot as a coach and a holder of space. You can ask any one of my clients. There is nothing you can say that will rock me. And there's nothing you can say that will ever result in not love. You are going to be met with love and held in love no matter what you believe about yourself. So please come hang out with me. All right, that's enough. I love you. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you all on Wednesday.